Well, hello, everybody. Hi, Jen.
Hello, Miss Michelle.
How's everybody tonight? Say hi as you're jumping on. Let us know where you're watching from. I'm here in New York, and Jen is in
Coast to coast. We're in California on this side.
So if I'm in New York and Jen's in California, you're watching from somewhere in the middle. So tell us where. Somewhere
That's so fun.
you could say. So as everybody's jumping on, as everybody is sharing this video into their groups and everything that everyone's looking for, I was just making up a new ring display. What do you think, Jen? I feel like we have so many fun new rings right now.
So I love all the pops of color. Ooh, I love those together.
Doesn't this look so cute?
The stacking rings and just the so many different ways. Oh my gosh. And I love to, oh my gosh, wait, you have to go like, you can stack the rings by yourself, right? Or if you're like, ooh, gosh, I don't know if I could do that. Right. Then you can grab that and it's like, ooh, stacking done for you.
Right. It's like stacking done for you, but looks like stacking, or actual stacking.
Yes. Oh, I love our rings. They're so fun.
So many fun ones. I have a bunch of different ring displays and find myself constantly changing them because there's only so many you can fit on these little displays. And we have so many great ones, but
all in a day's work, you know, the things that we get to do here.
Never-ending challenges that we have here in jewelry sales. So hi, everybody. My name is Michele Zito. I'm so excited to be here with Jennifer Ewert. We are leaders of Team Shine On, a fantastic organization, if I do say so myself, within Park Lane Jewelry. And we're so excited to have you here for our free jewels chat, where you can watch this, you can win free jewelry tonight. We do have a fantastic, it's a necklace tonight. So if you want to win a necklace, you're in the right place. And we're just going to share a bit about what we love so much about this business so that you can make an assessment on maybe it would be right for you to give it a try. Either way, you can win the necklace if you stick around and complete our survey. Yay! So being here with Jen is always such a pleasure. She is a top leader, not just on our team, but in all of Park Lane. She started this business years and years ago, 8?
Almost 9, yeah. We're closing in on 9.
Almost 9 years ago, when she had little babies and no sales experience at all, but a desire to really supplement income and pay down their student loans that she and her husband both had. And in doing so, to really improve their quality of life, right? And here's Jen, and here's her children that are now middle school and older elementary school age, living a completely different lifestyle than you were 9 years ago, leading others to success, and really one of my right-hand leaders here at Team Shine On. So I always love having the opportunity to chat with Jennifer at events like this and lots of things that we work on.
Yeah, well, I'm so excited to be here. I love tonight is Mondays are my favorite, right? We get to just hang out. We get to ask the questions that we hear a lot, right? We've both been doing this for a really long time. We've talked and mentored and coached so many people along the way. And we've really boiled it down to a few questions that we hear often. And maybe you'll have additional questions, but this is going to be such a great launching pad for all of you as you are coming on and just wanting to just gather a little bit more info. So if you want to participate in the comments, we would love that so much. Give us your feedback as you are hearing some things that you are hearing that like resonate with you as we chat. Or if you have additional questions, you can pop them in the comments, and we'll always, you know, circle back with that as well. And let us know what you think. So we have some questions that we're going to ask Michele, and I am just so grateful that I'm so sorry that Michele has the knowledge to be able to come at this with over 2 decades of experience. Again, just like she, you know, had mentioned, like a top leader in our company, right? Like Michele has earned many trips, has been recognized worldwide at our different conventions with awards boards and things. And so there really is no better person to be here to answer these questions that we have. So we're going to dive right in tonight.
Let's do it.
I would love to know, why direct sales? What is your experience of why direct sales? What does the industry of direct sales mean? Unpack that for us a little bit.
Yeah, direct sales is such a wonderful business model because it allows you to be a business owner around the life you already live. I feel like it's such a big thing that like people want to own a business. Like when people say like, oh, I would love to own my own business. I'd love to be an entrepreneur. But typically what that involves is tremendous undertaking if you want to be like a business owner typically, right? Because you have to find a location, you have to put in, franchise fees or like just a lot of financial investment and just a tremendous amount of either money, resources, time that most people do not have.
Yeah.
And when you choose the direct sales route, especially our version, which it makes you an independent contractor of a company, in this case, Park Lane Jewelry, then we get to be an independent contractor, making us independent business owners representing that company. So that when you are a pretty new mom, the way Jen was, Jen had a toddler and a newborn when she started her business. I actually started when my oldest now was only 6 months old, and neither of us really with anything to speak of sales experience. And to learn those skills, but represent a product that it's someone else is, purchasing the product and sourcing it and finding it and teaching us and running the website and providing the support and just all of the things so that we can individually run our businesses the way we want, but with the resources that Park Lane in this case provides. So if you work full time, like many of our stylist team does, this is something you can do alongside because you're doing it in the hours, the days, the hours, the minutes really that work for you. I know that lots of orders and support for team members and whatnot is being made from planes, trains, and automobiles as people are commuting to work. I know that people are doing it from the ballet studio, the ball field. There's just so many pockets of time that when you're involved in direct sales, you can fit your business into, therefore allowing you to grow it if you so choose, the way that Jen did and kind of ended up phasing out the full-time job she was doing alongside being a mom of these little tiny children, or whether the side hustle is right up your alley and you're just kind of, working it for that amount of money and that amount of time that works for you and you're happy with that. It's all good, but that you can do it around the life you already live, making the decisions at the times in the places that work for you. That's where direct sales really is quite magical.
I totally agree. And I love that, it's direct to consumer. Park Lane's doing the shipping, right? We're not doing the shipping. Right. I love that so much. That's such a huge benefit to direct sales, right? The word direct sales just means direct to consumer. Yeah. And it really does make it so easy. It takes the stress off of having to create your own packaging and, do all of that. So I just
not for me.
Exactly, right. I don't have time to, be adding one more thing to my plate, nor do I want to worry about who's manufacturing my boxes and all of those things. And, yes. So I'm grateful for just the whole industry of direct sales and what it has done for our family. And the opportunities that we've had to be able to, grow our children, working around full-time jobs, working around our vacation choices for our family, all those different aspects. It's been such a blessing. So the next question is, why jewelry? There are other direct sales companies out there. There are other choices that, we can make, which is great. But why jewelry, and why would that be something that someone might want to choose?
Yeah, when you're wanting to get involved in direct sales, it makes a lot of sense to choose a product that is universally loved and purchased by many, and jewelry certainly fits the bill for that. Whether someone is a jewelry lover and does not have to ever be convinced, so to speak, to make a purchase, because jewelry is just something they typically purchase. That's why you see jewelry as impulse purchases near the register, at so many places, right? Whether you're doing it at TJ Maxx or the nail salon or all the places that suddenly you turn around and they're like, oh, they have jewelry here at the register. And it's because it's a beloved product that doesn't take a lot of thought to decide if you want it, right? You see a pair of earrings, those are cute. That's my style. And before you know it, you're in the car driving away with them. So choosing jewelry really just puts you in the driver's seat of that exact product, where you're available with jewelry all the time, that your customers come to think of you as the person to get their jewelry. And we don't convince anybody to not buy other jewelry because they must buy this jewelry. Now, some of them do that naturally, and they're like, oh, I don't know why I bought it at wherever. It didn't last. It wasn't, it turned green or it turned me green or whatever. So sometimes people decide on their own to not purchase other jewelry. But part of this, being a Park Lane rep isn't saying you don't want that jewelry. You shouldn't wear that jewelry. That family heirloom, you don't want. That is crazy. Everything that we're showing is to just enhance everything you already have. And then it's just another option in looking great and feeling great. I had no idea that jewelry was such a feel-good product. I always, liked jewelry for sure, but I didn't know it could turn out to be such a heartwarming product. I didn't know that it would be something that so many women would come to me and thank me for what they learned, or how it made them feel, or how it made them to feel to give to somebody else. It's been unbelievable.
I totally agree with that. When I first started, I loved the idea of jewelry, right? I was 9 months pregnant when I was introduced to Park Lane for the first time. And then 3 months after I'd had Kylie, is when I had joined, after my friend was like, girl, you should try this out. You'd be awesome. But putting those, even pair of studs in as a new mom, that made me feel good, right? You look in the mirror, even though you've got spit up on your shirt, and you're like, I can make it through today.
Right.
And then as that has changed, as I worked in a career field where I definitely needed to be dressed up, jewelry was such a fun way to be able to use with different outfits, right? I could have a black dress, but wear it in so many different ways with accessories and change a complete outfit just by adding the accessories in. And it really is a mood booster. So grateful for jewelry. Yeah. So, there have been a lot of changes in the direct sales industry. We've seen a lot of companies close in the last month, year. And so I think that as we talk about the importance of jewelry, we also have to talk about what's the importance of Park Lane. Why Park Lane? Because I think that that's really the key here, as people are looking to, maybe they don't have any experience, right? Like me. And they're like, I don't know, this sounds great. Super awesome. But there is another category of people too, who maybe have had other experiences in the past and looking for a new home, or maybe a home in general because their opportunity closed. So what does that look like, and why is Park Lane a great benefit and a great option for them?
Yeah, it really is the case that it's so important to choose the right company, because we have seen closures. We have seen changes to compensation plans. That's usually just the precursor to the closure or the merger that eventually turns into the closure. And I'm not saying anything that people don't know, right? We are seeing this happen. Comp plans change, leadership roles taken away, teams removed, changes to compensation plans. And that typically happens with companies that were just not built right from the beginning. And then we're unable to pivot as things change in the marketplace, right? Or as things change in society. And once upon a time, direct sales was pretty much all done in people's living rooms, right? It was just the home party. And that's really what 99% of the business was. And is that what some of it still is today for those that want it? Absolutely. Do I do home parties in people's living rooms because I like to and because some of my hostesses still like to? Absolutely. Are there some on our team that absolutely have never once left the house with their jewelry and do it 100% online? Yes. And is there every fraction divided up in between? Some are 20/80, some are 60/40, some are 75/25. Because, again, we are able to run our businesses how we want. And there's no one boss saying you must be online, you must be in person, or you must divide it up in any kind of a way. Now, Park Lane, through every kind of market change since 1955, okay, Park Lane's been around we're coming up on 70 years of business. Now, if that's not something that says stability, I don't know what is. And if you've had one of those bad, experiences where you've been through a closure, you've been through a structural change that did not benefit you or your family, then I would imagine that hearing 70 years of almost no changes to the comp plan except for additions, or bonus programs like more free jewelry, the Mercedes car plan, an additional level that you could promote to. Like, these are all things that were added to Park Lane through the years. Because when Park Lane was started, we're talking a husband and wife team, 1955, where Shirley started out like doing the parties and Arthur was doing the behind the scenes. And right up from the beginning, Shirley was out building the upfront and meeting new people and spreading, as it spreads through the nation, right? As Park Lane starts sweeping the nation. And all along doing the business the right way, reinvesting the money, taking ownership of like printing their own catalogs and having those materials and just all of these things, owning the land that the warehouse is at and staying in that spot and not overdeveloping where the home office is and like just all of these things, because Park Lane consistently puts their profits back into the programs. So as Arthur and Shirley built the business, they were also building their family. And they went on to have many children, of which 3 sons are now the co-owners. And when they became the co-owners, Shirley made them promise that they would never keep more than 2% profit, which is extremely small. And there's all of these other, there's no shareholders in this and that to have to be paid out the way that other direct sales companies have. So with only 2% being kept as profit, they are forever pumping money back into our programs. And that's the programs that many of you are familiar with and enjoy. And then many more of them are the ones that we enjoy in the field. So programs including just our customer sale, for example, right? Our customer sale is that buy 2 pieces at regular price. Those are your low 2 pieces. Maybe that's a pair of earrings. Maybe it's a lower price bracelet or necklace, right? So we have all of those like low price pieces, so that then your next 4 pieces are half price. Those are any price at all. Then you're getting bonus items, which are the highest price pieces. Instead of it being $160 ring, it's now $35. Mm-hmm. Not to mention all the new jewelry that's constantly coming out. We have so many times people will say, when does the new jewelry come out? And you're like, tomorrow?
The deals of the day, right?
Right.
Forever.
We have deals of the day. We have style drops. We have impression bracelet, limited edition, always something new, in addition to 2 major collections and 4 capsules a year. Mm-hmm. So with that, the programs for the shopping opportunity is so rich for our customers. And then, of course, that allows us to be earning a great income as our customers, not only our new customers coming to shop with us for the first time, but our repeat bling groupies that shop time and time again. If you're a bling groupie, go ahead and put that in the comments. Give yourself a shout out. I feel like we should start manufacturing t-shirts that say bling or bling groupie or something for many of you, because you love the deals and you love the jewelry.
Yeah.
Now, our jewelry is fine fashion jewelry. So that means it is way higher quality than you would get from like a costume jewelry situation, right? So we're talking about stainless steel earring posts. We're talking many natural stones, cubic zirconia, high-end cut crystal, 18 to 22 karat electroplated gold, rhodium, which is jeweler's silver, just all of these materials that keep your jewelry looking amazing, that keep your body looking amazing, and make you able to be confident to give it as a gift, and certainly makes you happy to tell your friends about it. And that's another one of our programs, right? Because women love to get a great deal, right? We all know that. But we know we love to tell our friends about great deals too. So don't you find, Jen, that, you know, so many of the women that we meet love to share the sale with others, and then they get that big shopping spree.
Exactly. Absolutely. Yeah. I love to be able to share that, right? To be able to give a complimentary collection of jewelry as a thank you, right? For just gathering up your friends and sharing our amazing sale with them. Like it's the best.
That's exactly right. We love providing that complimentary package of jewelry to everyone that allows us to share the jewelry with their friends and family. And of course, that complimentary jewelry is from their choice. Like whatever our hostesses want, they're receiving that at complimentary. They're getting it discounted. They're getting so many, typically hundreds of dollars worth of jewelry as part of that package. And then on top of that, because of there are many women that love to share the specials with their friends, which is then continually building our customer base. That's why the compensation program is so outstanding for us here in the field. And that's why, you know, again, if you're here thinking, is this part of what I want to do? We'd like to share that foundation with you, because if we told you in the first 2 minutes of this that we have the highest paid commission, that we earn infinitely deep on our whole entire team all month long, that we get weekly pay, that we have a Mercedes car program, that all leaders can earn from having one person on your team, you become eligible to earn this, that you can earn as high as 50% commission on retail, not wholesale. We don't even that's not even a word here.
No.
Sometimes people are like, well, I earn that too. And then they'll say on wholesale, I'm like, okay, but that's less money then, right?
Yeah.
So to earn that on the retail price of what people are paying for the jewelry, that we earn 2 free vacations every year. We're leaving in 3 weeks to go to St. Thomas, Jen and I, and quite a few on our team that either earned it or took the cash out. That's always an option as well. A whole bunch more of us going to Zurich this summer. We're currently earning a trip to Cancun that you could still get in on if you decide to join us. If I told you all this at the beginning, you would be listening saying, well, how much does the jewelry cost? Do people even like this jewelry? What's this jewelry even made of? Is there even a decent program? Would people even want to have a party? I told you all that first, so that you'd have a clear picture of, yes, people want to have parties. Yes, people love to shop within a Facebook VIP group. Yes, people can see a reel you posted on Instagram or an Instagram story that you put a link on, and people can shop freely anytime they want. Yes, you're allowed to advertise anywhere you want. Yes, you're allowed to do vendor events. Yes, you're allowed to do anything you want as the back end of that sentence. There are so many direct sales companies that have gone under because they squash their people with rules and regulations and restrictions. And are we trying to run a business here or not?
Yeah.
And I'm always reminded of the freedom we have here at Park Lane when someone joins us from another company.
Yes.
And they proceed to say the words, "Am I allowed to?" and fill in the end of that sentence for weeks and sometimes months. And I'm like, why do they keep asking, are they allowed? And then I remember because I also was with a company that had restrictions. And I have to remind myself, you asked the same questions when you came here. Because in addition to that, maybe you just had a direct sales experience somewhere else that didn't go great and you're going to give this a try. Or maybe you've been a leader or you are a leader with another company the way I was, and just not happy with the way things were going or didn't like what you saw coming down the pike. If that's an issue that you're having, then you may be eligible for our direct appoint program. I came here as a direct appoint, meaning that because I had been an executive at my other company, I was offered a very similar level here and all of the perks that went along with that. And then here I built a whole brand new team and promoted again. And that's been true of, we've had recent closures of other companies, not jewelry companies. I wasn't from jewelry either, like very not jewelry. And then came here. We've had numerous people do that. And then, even from, it doesn't have to be an executive level. You can have a smaller team and be a direct appoint here because we have all the different levels of leadership. So we would love to talk to you about that. If that's something that you feel you want to share with us, that you do have a leadership experience where you're, running a team, doing meetings, things like that. We want to hear about that. And if possible, offer you a leadership position here that's commensurate with the experience that you have. Because let's face it, that's what all the rest of the world is doing. That's what corporate America does.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Crazy. So with all of that, we hope that you've heard enough right now to say, you know what, I would like to have more of a one-on-one conversation. I do like what I'm hearing. So this is where our survey comes in. We're going to post a survey for you to complete where you're going to let us know like where you are right now. So if you're like, this sounds amazing, I want to order my kit, which by the way, the kit is only $129. And for that, you receive $500 worth of jewelry of your choice. Mm-hmm. Now, at the time you're watching this, because some people watch live, some people watch the replay, there's also bonuses. So when you fill out your survey, tell me about the bonuses. But $500 worth of jewelry that you get to pick out. And we do a launch party that gets you started to begin with. So we do the launch party so that we can wow your friends and family with the jewelry, that we can help the order taking so that you don't have to do the live showing the jewelry. You don't have to do the posts. You don't have to worry about any of that. We work for you doing the party. And then at the end of that, we're able to tell you, hey, you have a $220 paycheck. Maybe it's a $180 paycheck. Maybe it's a $300 paycheck. It depends on how many people come to your show. But you have a paycheck. You have all that hostess credit jewelry that we talked about in the beginning. All of that, everybody who wants to host a show, that's going to be your next party, and the party after that to continue to make money. Maybe there's somebody who's also interested in joining your team. All of that comes out of your party. You keep all of that. And now you do your $129 so that you have your kit jewelry, you have your host credit jewelry, you have a paycheck. All of it is yours. So at that point, it's almost crazy to not at least check off when you do your survey, I would like to do a decider show. Because all a decider show is yeah, let's do the party and basically go ahead. Wow, my friends and family. I'll invite my friends. I'll follow all the directions you give me for inviting. And please knock them dead. So that at the end, you can decide, yes, I want to order that kit. I want to start. If you're like, okay, wait, I don't know what I was thinking. Can I just have my free stuff? Can I just have my shopping spree? Totally. That's why it's a decider show. You can decide yes, you can decide no. Now, if everything sounds amazing and you're like, who doesn't love this? You can also click on the survey 5, sign me up now. And we'll sign you up now. No problem. So when you do your survey, you're going to be entered to win our brand new sterling necklace. One of our favorites this season. This is actually with something that with one purchase, you get 2 necklaces. So you can layer them how you like. You can wear them by themselves, together, layered with other pieces. This is like about $100 piece, right?
So, yeah. So fun. Love it.
Complete the survey, you are automatically entered to win this piece. So we're going to be putting that into the comments for you. Go ahead and click that. Again, Cider Show. Sign me up now. Those are the 2 best answers.
Totally. Well, you guys, friends, did I not tell you Michele was so equipped to be with us here tonight to answer all the questions that we have and to share her passion, right? You heard her passionately speak about the things that we love so much here at Park Lane. And I know that as there are stylists that are here watching, they can attest of just what an amazing team Shine On we are, and the way that Michele supports us on a daily basis, mentoring us along the way, giving us tools and trainings and all of those helpful things that are going to help you to be successful here on Team Shine On. And so we're here to help, we're here to support you, and we would love to work with you really soon. So make sure you take just a moment and fill out that survey, and that way we can really help you to take those next steps. All right. Thank you so much, Michele, for answering all of our questions here tonight and taking the time to be with us.
Love it. Thanks so much, Jen. Always love chatting with you. And thanks everybody for taking half an hour out of your busy schedule to join us tonight. Have a great rest of your night.